everyone, Shami here. So this is going to be a really short video, mainly because I really don't have a lot to talk about. I did take a little bit of break for, I think it's been a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks since I submitted a video, and the reason why is because life just took over. I got really busy at work, did a lot of unwanted overtime. So yeah, haven't gotten very far on the app, but I did get far enough where the only thing I had to do was create 2 more views. One is for auto-generating view, which I'd already done the logic for, and the other part was to start implementing the in-app store. But I had to get the auto-generate one working and then start really building out the products for the in-app store and stuff like that, which I've already kind of figured out how to do that. And I did create one part of the product the way that I wanted it to do. I still have to do the logic as far as like converting it and all that stuff. But the thing is I am pretty confident about where I am. And then but then with work, I just couldn't get beyond that point. So there really wasn't any progress to report, or to share. And then just last week, we had the WWDC, which put another, wrench in the, in the works. So with that, I kind of have made the decision, since I do have to create a couple more reviews, that I'm just going to dive in and redo the UI anyway, because I was already going to anyway. It was already part of my plan to rework the UI from what it looks like right now. And so when I found out some information about Swift UI and stuff like that, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to bite the bullet and just do it. So that's what I've been doing for the past 3-4 days, is learning Swift UI. Now, again, because I'm learning that, I learn better when I'm actually teaching or trying to show someone how to do something. So I am going to release a couple of videos on Swift UI, how to implement certain things as I learn it. And when I discover better ways of doing something, I will, of course, correct what I did in prior videos and things like that. So hopefully you guys would find that interesting, for those that are, coders and new to programming and developers and things like that. If you are a seasoned developer and you want to critique what I do, that's fine. That's totally fine. I don't care. If you have a better way of doing something or you have better resources, definitely shoot it my way. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. So with that, like I said, I'm going to create a couple of videos, probably a little series about Swift UI and how to implement certain things as I learn it or as I find it interesting. And then I will probably do these vlogs, probably not so often, probably every 1.5, 2 weeks, because again, I'm learning. And then as I implement, I'll give updates on that. So I got my work cut out for me, but it's really interesting diving into Swift UI. I wasn't expecting it to be as interesting as it is. Just some thoughts that I have on it. First, diving in. I am doing the Swift UI tutorials through Apple for right now, because, it's out of the, it's the source, right? And so I've done the first section. Actually, I'm halfway through the first section, and it's very interesting. The thing is, Swift UI reminds me of HTML. As weird as that sounds, that's what it reminds me of, because it's kind of like you're building out the structure of the view, or of the app, which is really similar to me, like building out the structure of a website. So with that concept in mind, I kind of, when I first saw that kind of correlation, I was like, this is interesting. And now I am kind of curious about how you would hook up, variables and how would I be able to test this, like test the UI? Would it really affect my unit tests that I've built? I don't know. I don't think it should, because if I'm following the MVVM model, they should just be able to directly translate that, right? That's my assumption. But first impression of SwiftUI, it's very interesting, very fascinating to see how it's connecting together, and it's kind of intuitive in a way. Not entirely intuitive, but some things are intuitive, other things are like, what? You know, because I sometimes experiment and I guess certain things. Sometimes my guesses are dead on, and other times it's way out there in left field. So, but so far it's been interesting, and hopefully you guys find it interesting for those who are new to programming, new to Swift, or just getting into the SwiftUI thing like me. Hopefully you find it interesting. I don't know how many tutorials I'm going to do, but I will do as many that I feel kind of comfortable with doing. So it's going to be kind of open-ended. Yeah. All right. So with that, thank you again for sticking with me, even though I've been having these like sporadic videos coming out. You know, it's life, dude. Totally. It's just crazy, and sometimes you have to step back and really consider, okay, is releasing a video a good thing right now for me to do? Or is it kind of, do I just do what I need to do? And so that's kind of what I'm doing. But anyways, I want to encourage those out there, you know, in this code life, to keep at it. Like I said, I've been doing it for a while and still haven't done anything, I guess. But yeah, just keep at it. All right, so hopefully you guys find it interesting. Thanks for sticking with me. If you want to get notified when I upload new videos about my app development adventures, definitely, you know, subscribe. You have to click that little bell below. Don't kick it, click it. All right. Like the video, share it with somebody if you think they'll find it interesting or informative. Yeah. All right. So let's get to it. Till next time.